Let's get straight into some college football trends for this Saturday. All records are against the spread unless we otherwise note. It's brought to you by OffshoreInsiders.com, Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech. Virginia Tech is 8-3 on grass. Georgia Tech has covered 6 straight at home. They're 12-3 overall, 22-8 after accumulating more than 200 yards rushing in their previous game. They are, though, 3-9 following a spread loss. Connecticut and Central Florida, the Huskies are 3-7 in the conference, 19-46. Their last 67 overall, 11-38 after allowing more than 450 total yards in their previous game, 2-8 after a spread win. Central Florida 6-0 against teams with a losing record, 12-26 after accumulating more than 280 yards passing in their previous game, and 13-29 after allowing more than 200 yards rushing in their last contest. Remember, the best picks in the world are, of course, at OffshoreInsiders.com, where you can follow us at Offshore Insider. Joe Duffy's picks, 115-77 since the preseason. 2 Wise Guy plays for Saturday, the strongest play in the handicapping industry. A Wise Guy play from Joe Duffy's picks. That includes Notre Dame and Miami, 5 majors as well, including TCU and Oklahoma. And it's at OffshoreInsiders.com. Florida State and Clemson. Again, all records are against the spread. Florida State 0-5-2 in the conference, 0-6-2 overall. Clemson 8-3 after allowing more than 280 yards passing in their previous game. And the Tigers are 2-8 against teams with a losing record. Iowa against Wisconsin. The Hawkeyes are 6-2 inside the conference, 0-4 following a spread win. The Badgers are 11-5 in their conference contest. Please, if you do like the information that we are going to, that we continue to give us, please literally like us. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a like. If you're watching on Facebook, like us there. Over on Periscope, give us a heart. Spread the word. Give us retweets on Twitter. We'll continue to give this information to you for free, and feel free to comment. We will respond to any legitimate comments or questions that you have. Michigan and Maryland. Michigan is 8-21 following a spread win. They're 0-6 on the road against teams with a losing record. Maryland just 2-8 to teams with a winning record. Georgia and Auburn, certainly arguably one of the marquee games of the day. The Georgia Bulldogs, 7-0 on the road, 10-1 on the road against teams with a winning record. Auburn, 20-8 following a spread win. All records, again, are against the spread. Washington State and Utah. Washington State, 14-5 following an ATS win, 21-8 after accumulating more than 280 yards in their previous contest. The Utes, 6-0 after allowing less than 20 points in their previous game, 37-18 after accumulating more than 200 yards rushing in their last contest. Continuing with some spread betting trends from OffshoreInsiders.com. Rutgers and Penn State. Scarlet Knights are 3-8 against teams with a winning record. The Nittany Lions are 12-2-2 on grass, 12-3-1 in the conference, 16-4-2 overall, yet Penn State 1-9-2 following a straight-up loss. And as you can see, Stevie Vincent has the non-conference over-under of 2 centuries. The over angle, the top angle on each game is a combined 166-78 in your favor. Arkansas and LSU. Arkansas 23-11 in the month of November, 2-8 overall though, 1-9-1 after accumulating more than 200 yards rushing in their previous game, and they're 0-9, the Razorbacks are, following a straight-up win. LSU is 1-5 to teams with a losing record. NC State and Boston College. The Wolfpack are 5-1 in their last 6 contests, 7-0 on field turf. Boston College 7-0 following a spread win. and they are, in fact, on a 6-8 overall run. Oklahoma State versus Iowa State. The Cowboys 7-1 following an ATS loss, 11-3 after accumulating more than 200 yards rushing in their previous contest. Now let's go over to Iowa State. They are 11-2 on grass, 9-2 at home. And of course, these reports, they go back to our Scorephone days, been enormously popular since the Scorephone days. Michigan State versus Ohio State. Michigan State is 4-10 after accumulating less than 100 yards rushing in their previous game. Spartans are 3-9 after allowing more than 280 yards passing in their last contest. Ohio State 25-11 following a straight-up loss. The Buckeyes of Ohio State are 1-6 against teams with a winning record. And hey, look, one of the big advantages here, you get sports services that have won since the Scorephone days, since long before the internet, led by Joe Duffy's Picks. But you're also going to find out about the Master Lock Line. Huge sign-up bonus. Support these podcasts by making a deposit at mybookie.ag. You'll get a 50% sign-up bonus. And yes, they do pay you on time. Thoroughly vetted sportsbooks are at offshoreinsiders.com. TCU and Oklahoma, and this is a winner on Joe Duffy's Picks at offshoreinsiders.com. The Horned Frogs 3-11 on grass, 1-6 following a spread win. Oklahoma 9-1 against teams with a winning record, 8-1 at home overall, 20-8 after accumulating more than 200 yards rushing in their previous contest. The Sooners are 9-4 in their last 13 contests. Alabama and Mississippi State, the Crimson Tide 6-1 their last 7 on the road. They are 9-4 in conference games, 3-8 on grass. Mississippi State 21-5 their last 26 home games against teams with a winning record. Notre Dame and Miami. This is a Wise Guy play on Joe Duffy's Picks at offshoreinsiders.com. Wise Guy Picks from Joe Duffy's Picks are the single strongest play in the handicapping industry. Notre Dame and Miami 6-1. The Irish are in non-conference games, 10-3 after allowing more than 200 yards rushing in their last contest. Miami 20-6 after allowing less than 20 points in their previous contest. 9-4 their last 13 games overall. And by the way, some over-under trends will throw in one. Notre Dame is going over 12-1 after accumulating more than 280 yards rushing in their previous contest. Southern Cal and Colorado. The Trojans of USC 3-8 after accumulating more than 450 total yards in their previous contest. Colorado is 3-8 on grass, but 7-3 after accumulating more than 280 yards in their previous game. And, of course, don't forget, all the top plays from all the top sports services at a fraction of the cost on the Master Lock Line. Exclusively at offshoreinsiders.com, and the Master Lock Line goes back to 1980 on the Score phones when it was the old 976 Lock Line.